Let's go for 4 of them. Boom, boom, goes the room. Hello and welcome to Uncommonly Good MTG. I'm your host, who recently got 4 chairs to turn for him on The Voice, but turned it down so that he could continue to make Magic Card videos on YouTube. Dr. Yukon Socket. Yes, thank you. You are too kind. Yukon Socket. Word to your mother. So I'm broadcasting to you today from my secret underground headquarters, and I'm bringing to you a deck of my own creation, which I've called Golgari Control. Golgari Control. So I was taking a look at some other Golgari Control decks, and loved them. I just love Golgari, but I felt since this meta has come out, Golgari has been underserved. It hasn't really worked out very well. So we really haven't been able to play good Golgari decks. And so I said, this is it. We're putting together. I've been playing some Golgari decks from other people. See, this initially it was inspired by, what was his name again? I have a hard time pronouncing it. Poor Planeswalker. So yeah, that guy had a deck. I really liked it, but I started swapping out the things I didn't particularly care for. Next thing I know, it's massively different, but it's still relatively in the same format, same balance and stuff. So I'm going to go ahead and make sure I include a link to Poor Planeswalker's version of the Golgari controls so you can see where it started off at. But also you'll find in the description the full list of the deck that we'll be playing today. So let's take a look at what the cards that are in this deck. We'll talk about it a little bit, and then we'll take it out and watch it work. All right, so what do we got in here? We've got a bunch of green and a bunch of black. That's what Golgari means. It's green and black from the Ravnica clan of the Golgaris. And so we've got black and green cards all throughout here. We do have one that has red. I kind of left it in there. We have no reason to have red, but it's kind of nice to be able to cycle the cards when you have too many. So I left that one in there. So what we got is we've got a lot of green, and most of the green is about getting out mana, right? We got Llanowar Loamspeaker, which acts as a mana of any color. We'll skip this one because it has nothing to do with it. Awaken the Woods puts out a bunch of dryads, which all act as mana because they're all forest lands as well as being mana dudes, right? We got Topiary Stomper. When you put it out, it puts out a mana. So this is fast mana too. Each one of those injects an additional point of mana that you normally can't do. So you have more than one mana being put out per turn, which gets you to where you want to be at way sooner. Tear Asunder is not about mana, but what it's about is tearing things up. This is what I love. This is the one card I love most about Golgari colors, is because this card in black and green, and you can exile target non-land permanent. That's pretty much everything. If it's a permanent and it's not a land, you can get rid of it for 4, but you get rid of artifacts and enchantments for 2. And there's a lot of artifacts and enchantments. In fact, there's a lot of creatures that are artifacts and enchantments, and this thing can kill them for 2. So you got a lot. So then, okay, so we got a lot of mana injection, and then we got a lot of creature kill. Cut Down, March of the Wretched Sorrow, Tear Asunder, Soul Transfer. Where else have I got? Gix's Command has a lot of that going on. Toxrill. I've been trying to stay away from talking about Toxrill because I'll talk about Toxrill for like an hour. Toxrill, the Black King is here. I just had to put him in. So anyways, we got creature kill. That's the control. We got ramp because that's what we like to do. The Celestus, which is ramp, as well as card draw. So that's all good. And then your big key here is Gix's Command, which you can use it to destroy each creature with power of 2 or less. That wipes out the soldier decks that are out there. Each opponent sacrifices a creature with the highest power amongst creatures they control. It's horrible when you have to waste that on one guy, but still, you can do a lot of other things. You can just choose 2. Return 2 cards from your graveyard to your hand. So you got some big beef here, and in case those get nuked, you can use Gix's command to bring them back and just pay for them again. Put 2+1/+ counters on one creature. It gains lifelink till the end of the turn. Man, Toxrill is a 9/9 with lifelink. Is such a beautiful thing to observe. So beautiful. So anyways, your Gix's commands are just, when you get to that top level of the game, which because your mana ramp should be in the middle of the game, you can start doing some incredible things with it. Undying Malice is here as a trick. We only got 2 of them, but that will turn a Fleshgorger from a 3 into a 7 if they kill it. And you just, for 1 mana, you very quickly rush it out there, at which point he comes back as actually a, because it puts a +1/+1 counter on it, as an 8/6. Also, if they try to kill Toxrill, it'll bring them back as an 8/8. And, you know, nothing, they exit really quickly and then come straight back, and they're right on the battlefield, ready for you to attack with them on your next turn. Edgar's Awakening will also bring your big dudes back directly from the graveyard to the battlefield if you got 5 mana, which is great because Phyrexian Fleshgorger will come out as a 7/7 at that point. So we got a little bit of graveyard recursion, a lot of ramp, a lot of creature kill, and some beef between the Fleshgorger, the Toxrill, and Topiary Stomper. And the interesting thing is that Awaken the Woods, those guys are also muscle on the individual level, or just a truckload of defenders if you need it. So there's our deck. Hopefully it's fairly balanced. Let's take it out and see what we can do. All right, getting rid of a NoblEinherjar. 1, 2, 3. Interesting mix. There's a combo right there. Turn 2, turn 3. Combo meaning I can attack for 4 on turn 3. Keep. Let's play out the slow. Yeah, it's not cool. Gonna go for it anyway. Let's see if he cares about Bankbusters. He's gonna blow his 2/2 just to kill something that can't attack at all. All right, let's green up. Crew. There's a bush driving a mech warrior. I'm Bush. I'm shaped like a T-Rex, and I'm driving stuff. All right, so 5, we can use Gix's command. I'm a little worried that their guys are going to get too big. Like right now, it's going to happen. Yeah, they're both outside of the range. I can get rid of Helena and Alana, though. I get rid of 2 of them somehow. All right, up to 5. There's 6. Awaken the Woods is going to be a good thing for us. Tolvar. Let's see, so I can put out 4 guys. 1, 2, 3, 4. Auto pay. All right, so I can easily block 2. I got enough for the Fleshgorger. So If I take 3 of those guys, it'll leave me with 1. And be able to go in 2 guys. Let's go with Stomp Stomp. Stomp Stomp! Chewy Chomp! Alright, down to 9. Okay, so I got 2 defenders. Ooh, I forgot that guy has vigilance. I would have been way more aggressive. Hell, I might just Tear Asunder and forget the Fleshgorger altogether. He's going to put something out this turn that's going to radically change everything. All right, so number 1, we're going to go to crew up. 1, 2, 3. He's going to do something kooky. I'm going to go ahead. We'll throw the Bankbuster. No, stop that. Pass the blockers. Right there. You 2 are going to go right there. And then he's going to do something. Something's going to die. Everything's going to die, probably. All right, worked out better than I hoped. All right, Fleshgorger all the way. And I've got 3 mana. Tear Asunder. Let's just chill. I'm good with that, man. I'm fine. All right, so we're going to pass to blockers. I need to leave one of those guys open. We'll block the big guy. Don't need that. I just need that last guy. We just a green mana. Oh, that is bad. Cancel the blocks. Asti goes colorless mana. I didn't plan that out right. There we go. All right, so they are big. Let's start off by, I can Tear Asunder as an instant. You can't do anything. There's no blocking. All right, let's draw a card. I got plenty of little things I can do. And we win! Winner, winner! Victory dinner! All right, going against Magic 3, I guess. M4G1K3. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. Undying Malice can then bring this guy back even awesomer. We just have to have 4 mana out when we cast the Phyrexian Fleshgorger, and it's got to be 3 black mana is the problem. Right now I'm seeing we got the mana, but green is the problem. So I'd really like to have another black mana before I try to enact my evil plan. Got his own. Let's face off. Not blocking. All right, there's another black that I need. Let's see. Okay, I'll play the blood price for it. That's the same trick I'm going to play. It's a creature you control, my friend. And I'll attack. Still got the Undying Malice holding us out nicely. All right, there's 5. All right, each opponent sacrifices and life. Let's do that. Should have done that earlier. How are we doing here? You looking to kill me? You looking to do something bad? All right, so I can put out, let's see, 1, 2, 3 guys. He's got to be telling them I'm holding that 1 mana aside on purpose. And we win. All right, touchdown, Lava Bears. All right, playing against Sharts of Alara. Seen you before. Keep. All right, we'll get ourselves a Loamspeaker out, so that way we'll be able to get into the 3 level. We'll also get a Topiary Stomper, start building up more mana. I got plenty of greens, so I should probably grab black at this point. You're just going to kill him now when you get the opportunity. And too late, you should have done that before. Pick another black. Because I can. Yeah, I don't care. Just start waving those out, man. Okay, well, I'm at the magic number now, so let's go ahead and put out 3. 1, 2, 3. I'll attack. Question is, will you block? Oh. Okay, so I have 7 mana. That's what matters. All right, I'm going to put out Toxrill. And we win! That's what Toxrill's supposed to do. Scare the poop out of them. All right, we're playing against Luca. 2, 3, 0, 4. 1, 2, 3. Ooh, lots of mana, mana, mana. That is a ramp if I've ever seen it right there. Wish I would put that out first. I'm going to go after Topiary Stompers on the next turn, provided Llanowar Loamspeaker is not dead. Because their deck seems like it's being way faster than mine at this point. What do we got here? Yeah, I'll go for green. Because I'm building lots of mana, but I got nothing to do with it so far. This is probably going to be pretty decent. As far as rolling things back. But the Stompers won't be any good until I get up to 7. Might have to use it as a land. It's 5. I can't do anything about at the moment. All right. Let's think about this for a second here. So if I can blow things away, I can blow away everything that has 2 or less, which is almost everything on his side, and my Loamspeaker. Let's just do that. All right, I can kill everything on his side if I do this. I'm sure he's got plenty of other great things in his hand, but it's going to take him a little while to recover. And I'll have 7 on this next turn. All right, so these guys have Vigilance, which means they'll be able to defend and attack on the same turn. That guy's pretty awesome too, because I'll be able to use lands to attack in at this point. Okay, so 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's go for 4 of them. Boom, boom, goes the room. You can kill one thing. You pick what it is. None of the above, apparently. All right. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7 mana. There's an additional 4 more right there. I'm good at getting rid of... I can cycle this. He's down to 6. What's he playing with there? 12? There you go. Have a good time. And we win. Victory! All right, something light. Something light. 1, 2, 3. Only 1 green in the mix. We'll keep it. So I'm going to race towards the Phyrexian Fleshgorger at this point. Don't have to. We can Topiary Stomper now. Yeah, 4 would be a lot better. So that way I can use the... Oh, I didn't get it. Thought I got a different card. Thought we got the card that allows us to make him come back from the death. There you go, have a zombie. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. I need 2 more for the Stomper to be any good. Yeah, I'm not sure what the point of that was. You have another decayed zombie. Got nothing to bring back from my hand. Exile. You gonna kill it so you get a zombie out of the deal? Nope, you're gonna let go. Ooh, I got 2 guys activated. Excellent. I didn't realize it made it up to 7 mana. No death touch. And another Stomper. All right, Jadar, you want to block there? I'm surprised, but all right. I don't think this game is going to last much longer. He doesn't seem to have anything good in his hand. And decayed zombies are not good blockers. As in, they don't. Yep, there we go. Winner, winner. Victory dinner. All right, with a 71% win rate, here is my Golgari control. Golgari control. So it's nice to have Golgari control. I guess I don't feel like it's like super Golgari because it's not really playing with the graveyard that much. But still, it is a good deck. It has a lot of really excellent pieces, and it is nice to have control. The last thing that I really like about this deck is it gives us an opportunity to play with Toxrill, the Black King. And there he is. Look at him with all of his glory right there. This black crown on his head, all his little slug babies down below him. Excellent. And, you know, it also gets to include Fleshgorger. And there's a few tricks, a few combos in here. I really liked it quite a bit. So who was the hero of this deck? Let's talk about that. You know, right off the bat, I was thinking it was Topiary Stomper, just because of the fact that we are racing to 7. We are trying to get things out pretty quickly. Maybe I didn't put enough Awaken the Woods in because these guys were actually that part that made the Topiary Stomper work really well. It was like Awaken the Woods, Reckoner Bankbuster, and Topiary Stomper all worked very well together. And yet, I still only have 2 of these guys and 2 of those guys. Because it's like once you can get to 2, you get this guy out. 3 gets this guy out. At which point he can start using him to start driving around and doing damage. And then if I can just get up to, well, see, from there I've got, let's just say 4 mana. I could pop out 2 more, get me 6 using this. And then, you know, it's really at 5 is where we need to be at so that we can put out 3, getting us up to 8. At which point then all of these things come online in fantastic ways. You could use the Reckoner Bankbuster to do Awaken the Woods. It's all super good. The big reason why I love Golgari is I love Tear Asunder. And that is such a good card. It goes against artifacts and enchantments. And then with the extra kicker, you could go against planeswalkers. I mean, just anything. Any non-land permanent. So fantastic. Boy, Llanowar Loamspeaker in and out of this deck. It's just that he gives you 1 mana of any color, okay, which is fantastic. And you can get that 3/3 hasty elemental. So he provides the muscle that green provides, and he's so good for that. He just gets killed. That's the thing I don't particularly care about it. People know he's a bad card to let live. So he gets killed easy. I got a couple, let's go back to the last hero here. Gix's Command is such a utility card. Choosing 2, to me, I just end up picking each opponent sacrifices a creature with the highest power they control and destroy each creature with power 2 or less. That usually wipes out everything they have. Usually. I mean, they usually have 1 big creature and a bunch of little creatures, and then that's it. Unfortunately, you wipe out your own creatures, but in this deck, usually you got big guys. Your Awaken the Woods are the guys you got to worry about there. Yeah, Awaken the Woods is pretty decent. I had a hard time really paring down what needed to be done. This deck has a lot of different utility, and this is what ended up being what seemed like the most competitive format of it that I've gotten to so far. All right, so let's rate this one up. At 71%, I'm going to put it into the A level of decks, meaning that it has a good chance of winning on a regular basis. Number 2, is it fun? And to me, yes, this is a fun deck. What is fun about it? It's fun seeing the mana come out early, fast, and often. It's fun getting the Phyrexian Fleshgorger out early and then using like Undying Malice to, when it gets killed, to bring it right back to the battlefield as a full-priced Fleshgorger. God, that is so good. With an additional +1/+1 counter on it. And being able to also play that same trick when you get Toxrill out. The only problem is that when you get Toxrill out, you just paid 7 to get him out, because I don't think we have a better way of getting him out. We do. Edgar's Awakening, you can get him out for 5 potentially if he's in the graveyard. So we do have a little bit of graveyardness going on. We do have the ability to mill a little bit and pull some stuff back. There are definitely ways. So the good thing about this thing is that the green is mostly about getting out mana and providing some muscle when you get to a larger level. But then it's all about black and doing the black stuff. All right, so lastly, is this deck interesting? And you know what makes it the most interesting to me is Gix's command. There's just so much possibilities of what you can do. And it's all about planning out, like, how does the mana come in? What's the most efficient place of eliminating their stuff versus ramping yourself up? Should I put a dude out? Can I cover it? Which guy is going to be the biggest threat to the guys I'm about to put out? All that kind of stuff. So there's a lot of interesting moves you can make with this deck. It's got a little bit of thinking to it, yet it's not too much of a thinker. So that's what keeps it fun still. All right, so I said it's interesting, fun, and competitive. That makes it an A+. Because it's pretty much of my own creation at this point, I'm going to pull it back to just being a solid A, just because of the lack. I feel like I might be projecting a bias upon it. So I'm just going to give this deck a solid A for right now, and let you be the judge as to whether you think this is the new ultimate deck that's going to take the meta by storm. If you choose to play with this deck, I hope that you have as much fun with it as I did. That is all for now. If you enjoyed this video, please make sure to like and subscribe. From all of us here in the secret underground headquarters of Uncommonly Good MTG, have a great day. In the words of my people, shine on, you crazy diamonds. Later.